Welcome to the Accessibility Services module on Note-Taking Strategies. The focus of the Note-Taking Strategies module is active learning, along with a detailed overview of specific strategies for note-taking, including using a checklist to identify the format of a lecture, engaging in the outline method, applying the two-column note-taking method, using the charting method of note-taking, and utilizing mind maps and graphic organizers. Active learning is the advancement of higher-order thinking and engagement in learning. An important part of active learning is active listening, the ability to gather, process, and then contextualize information in a meaningful way. Bloom's taxonomy is another key element of active learning. Bloom's taxonomy is a method or tiered approach to breaking down information and identifying how it can and is intended to be used. In regards to note-taking, consider what is included in the note and why. Think about the relevance of the content in the note to the course and how you may be expected to use that information for the purpose of evaluation. Another aspect of active learning is understanding how memory and recall work. If you do not actively and regularly engage with information, your retention rate or ability to recall that information and commit it to memory will be markedly reduced. This process is often referred to as the forgetting curve. An effective learning strategy like spaced repetition can improve your retention rate and capacity to recall important information. Spaced repetition involves increasing your frequency of exposure to relevant information at well-spaced intervals. There are a number of helpful tips that help support active learning. For example, consider engaging in activities that encourage an increase in focus and productivity. Utilize a timer, take regular check-in breaks, or try the Pomodoro method, where breaks and work periods are broken down into manageable intervals that can be modified as needed. There are a variety of note-taking strategies. Be sure to select a method or a combination of methods that work well for you and that can be modified as needed for any type of note, including reading, research, study, and lecture notes. Understanding the format of a lecture can help you follow the flow of information and identify what is important for use and review moving forward. Each lecture should begin and end with important information. It should also include an introduction, which is a review of the lecture topic, learning goals, and questions. The body of the lecture will focus on key concepts and is a detailed explanation of course-specific information. This section of the lecture can be presented in multiple formats and will be reflective of the content and the instructor's methodology. A lecture will also include an application section, where examples or solutions are used to demonstrate connections within the lecture and the course. The lecture should have a conclusion, where a summary of the lecture and next steps are provided. The outline method of note-taking involves writing points in an organizational pattern based on space indentation. When using the outline method, it may be helpful to color code your notes and use different symbols to help identify different types of information and the relative importance to the lecture and the course as a whole. The two-column note-taking method can be used for multiple types of notes and subject matter. It is a method of dividing the page into a minimum of 2 sections to capture the main ideas of a lecture and the corresponding notes. Two-column notes may also include a summary and self-test section to provide the opportunity for engagement in spaced repetition and to confirm knowledge and understanding of course content. The charting method of note-taking is a highly structured method of note-taking that involves dividing the page into multiple columns and rows based on the number and type of subtopics, key concepts and ideas, applications, examples, and questions. The charting method of note-taking can be used and expanded upon for the organization of research for a variety of large-scale projects and papers like literature reviews and capstone projects. Mind maps and graphic organizers are a great way to create a visual representation of information and create connections between facts and ideas. Mind maps can be done by hand or created electronically through the use of self-made or pre-made templates. Each method of note-taking will have its advantages and disadvantages, depending on your learning preferences and needs. Select a method that allows for greater flexibility and ease of use. For more information on how to access services and supports through accessibility services, including information on learning strategies and troubleshooting in the online environment, Please register for the Accessibility Services Learn course and subscribe to the Accessibility Services YouTube channel.